Today on Future Appliance Guy, we talk about that delicious machine that helps make your dishes sparkly and clean. Hello and welcome to Future Appliance Guy, where we find your appliance to make your home complete. I'm your host, Matthias Clement, and today we're going to be talking about dishwashers and what to look for in them. When it comes to dishwashers, they have come a very long way from those from the 1990s and now have all sorts of bells and whistles built into them. So without further ado, let's get into some of those features. Now, when you're looking at dishwashers, you're going to notice two different styles. You're going to notice the integrated style, which is that very flat, flushed look, and with all the controls on the top of the door, and then the non-integrated style, which is your traditional door pulling style. When it comes to those two, it's merely aesthetics. It's your choice about how you want to make that look into your household. The one thing I will add is when it comes to the stainless steel dishwashers is you will have to think about fingerprints and smudges and the likes, and there are white and black options when looking at your color schemes. But don't forget that Frigidaire's Pro and Gallery series, Frigidaire, once again, Frigidaire has a exclusive coating technology on their stainless steel, which makes it smudge and fingerprint proof. So for all those greasy dishes and fingerprints that may get on it, Frigidaire is just a quick wipe and it's all done. So something to keep in mind about your looks and interfaces. From there we get into the dishwasher where some of the magic happens. On your lower end dishwashers, you're going to notice that there is only a one wand system, which is that spinning bit at the very bottom of the dishwasher. This can be problematic as it blasts all of the dirty food chunks and particulate into your glassware at the top and may not leave them very clean. Once you get to the mid-level dishwashers, you will find that they have a bottom wand and a middle wand. And now they're coming with a third wand at the top, which helps with the rinse portion of the washing cycle. So when you're looking at your dishwasher, look how many wands you have inside of there. 2 is preferred, 3 is kind of a bonus. From there, if you look at Samsung, LG, GE, and all the rest, they sometimes have what's called a blast zone or a high pressure zone, which is designed with an independent pump to help clean really burnt sticky pots and pans. So you'll notice in the Samsung series, its blast zone is in the corner. Once again, going to the 80F800 series, it'll be in the back left-hand corner, and there'll be a zone where that will pump at 3 times the pressure of the rest to ensure that those get clean. From looking at your blast zones and extra features of wands and how they're spreading the water, the next thing you want to look at is your tangs, or those little things that stick up. On mid-range to lower-end models, you'll find that your tangs are stationary. They do not move at all. And if that suits you, that's just fine. But if you want that flexibility of being able to put in a cookie sheet, put down some flat casserole dishes, and have some versatility within your dishwasher to be able to move it around, you want to be able to have adjustable tangs. And usually they're on the bottom rack, sometimes on the top rack as well. But they just want to be able to be moved around so you can lay stuff flat or put in a pot or pan a lot easier. So look for adjustable tangs. Next is adjustable racking. 2 different styles that you can look at. Bosch has a style where it is actually you pull out the top rack and then adjust it to either be lower or higher based on its rollers. Whereas Samsung has a lever system, which simply you pull up the top rack and it clicks into place and it gives you an extra 4 inches of space on the bottom rack in case you need to put in one of those big pots or pans or oddly shaped items that you need that extra space on the bottom. I prefer the Samsung method because to be able to put it back to its original position, you just pull a couple of levers and it clicks back into place, whereas Bosch, you must pull out the entire rack and wheel it back in accordingly. Again, check those out about adjustable racking so that you can adjust your height accordingly. And last but not least is high efficiency and drying cycles. You'll find that dishwashers that are high efficiency quite often lack a heating element, meaning that they will use a condensation drying method, which is that usually you open up a little bit and you'll find that it dries a lot faster. That's going to be a condensation method, whereas a heating element is usually pretty visible on the bottom, and that will actually just heat the air and get most of the hot water out and dry off your dishes faster. It's not a huge difference. It's about 20 kilowatts per year according to the energy guides, but it's something you want to keep in mind in case you're trying to save on hydro. And one more thing, you'll find interiors tend to be different. Some interiors of the dishwashers will be plastic and others will be stainless steel. A lot of people think this is a choice of their own. One thing I like to point out when it comes to plastic versus stainless steel is the stainless steel assists the condensation drying method better. So if you're looking at a high efficiency unit, usually it'll have a stainless interior, which is good for your drying cycle, but it's also a lot easier to clean and doesn't have a tendency to soak up smell like plastic does. So it's another thing you want to keep in mind. If you have any questions in regards to dishwashers, fridges, any appliance at all, feel free to email me at futureapplianceguy@gmail.com, and I can answer any of your questions you have about any models we carry or any other questions. And just a reminder, I work on commission, so if you like what you've seen, come in, let's talk, and let's see if we can work out a deal. And hopefully I see you on the next episode of Future Appliance Guy.